Go now. Good afternoon, Jeunesse family, and thank you for joining us today on Jeunesse Live, your virtual connection to Generation Young. I have a couple of very handsome guests joining me today. Let me just start their videos. Joining us today, we have Director of Product Science, Dr. William AMZALLAG. Welcome to the call, William.
Welcome to everybody in Australia and New Zealand.
Our second guest today, we have none other than Double Diamond LYNDON BIERNOFF. Welcome to the call, LYNDON.
Thanks, Rachel. It's great to be here with you and my favourite scientist, William AMZALLAG.
Yeah, I'm a lucky to be spending the next half an hour with you too. Now, today's Jeunesse Live is a highly anticipated one. Our focus continues to be about supporting you all to survive, grow, and thrive during this uncertain time. And whilst we have had to make some difficult decisions to postpone a lot of our face-to-face meetings, we have been delivering high-quality online events targeting the content to help you continue to work towards our collective mission of changing people's lives for the better. So today, we are bringing you live and uninterrupted the much-anticipated launch of Mind.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much and welcome again.
The average person is bombarded with the equivalent of 34 gigabytes of data each day. We've reached the point of information overload. Our attention is constantly being interrupted. Our ability to think is deeply waning. These distractions carry a mental price. Names of people and places are more difficult to remember. Inspired by Eastern medicine, Jeunesse has developed a proprietary formula using proteins derived from silk cocoons. This discovery is the basis for a revolutionary supplemented food designed specifically to support memory and reduce mental distraction. It's time for an ounce of genius. Mind featuring silk protein hydrolysate. Reap the benefits of your mind at its best. Each ounce of genius contains delicious lemon meringue flavor. Mental distraction reducing L-Theanine. Memory keeping silk protein hydrolysate. Begin your day with an open mind. You're only at your best when your mind is at its best. Mind, exclusively from Jeunesse.
Excellent. Now I'm just going to stop sharing my screen and William is going to share his screen. Now I know there would have been a lot of collective sighs on the live today because we have been waiting for this product launch for quite some time. So over to you, William.
Thank you very much. And I'm going to share my screen with you immediately. Here it is. Can you see it?
Yes.
I'm going to put it on a big screen.
Perfect.
So hello everybody from New Zealand, and Australia is now I think 5:30 p.m. in your country or whatever it is in part of Australia. In France is 9:30 a.m. We just wake up all of these for our 39-day on confinement, which is a new something new for us, you know, and I'm sure for you too. We never experimented that except for people who have been during the World War. I don't think there is many today. So I just want to update you a little about COVID-19 because it's so important today. I think we have some hope. And the first fact is that social distancing is working. And all the countries who decided to do that have some reward today. So we are sure, scientists now are sure that it was the only way to do something while we don't have any treatment or any vaccines. Now, today, treatment is coming. When I say treatment is how to transform a deadly disease in a small flu. And a vaccine will come maybe sooner than we think. So there is some hope. And what we ask you and what I ask myself every day, be patient, be disciplined, keep social distancing until we'll tell you to break it. Thank you very much. Having said that, let's go back to Jeunesse. And let's go back to this new product that you're going to experience in New Zealand and Australia called Mind. Mind with a number 1 instead of I. Yeah, have you noticed that? Why? Because Mind is part of the Generation Young philosophy first. You know that we try all the time when we bring a new product, we try to put this product in accordance with our philosophy. So let me remind you what means Generation Young for us. Generation Young is a term who has been coined about 11 years ago by our founders. And what means that? You know, Generation Young is a new way of life, a new vision of aging based on solid scientific evidence. What means scientific evidence? A lot of things. Thousands and thousands of clinical publications. And it will be boring to tell you that. I just want to remind you that we are now in 2020 with a lot of technical progress. We have done a lot to resuscitate people, to resuscitate people. We have done a lot to treat diseases. We have done a lot to prevent diseases. And we have done a lot for emergency unit. And you will see that with coronavirus, without our intensive care unit, we will not save so many lives. So yes, we are blasé of having all this progress. And There is three things which are missing that everybody may want to have, is that, and this is very important, that regardless of our age, there is three things that we need to have in order to have a better quality of life. The first one is that we want to look young as long as possible. And this is a fact for men and women. We want to look young. You know, I want to look young. Lyndon wants to look young as long as possible, even if he's a wonderful BIERNOFF. We want to think young as long as possible, which means to keep our memory intact, to remember everything that we have done in the past, everything that we have done right now, and everything that we want to do in the future. And finally, we want to feel young as long as possible, which means that we want to have relationship with others. We want to be able to talk. We want to be able to argument. We want to be part of discussion around the table, even if we are 80, 82, or 85. This is Generation Young, and this is what we try to do with Jeunesse. So yes, thinking young, this is mine. This is what we want to improve for all Jeunesse distributors, not only with the product, but also with a better lifestyle, and also with other products like Reserve, for instance, which is increasing focus and memory. So memory, let's talk a little about memory, because this is so important that we have to talk about. The source of memory is your mind. This is where you have your memory. And you know, we have every kind of memory. We have short-term memory, the one that we remember 15 seconds after. If we ask you to remember 15 things that you have seen in the room, you are able to repeat that 15 seconds after. You have the verbal memory, the one that you are doing now, that by listening to me. You have the spatial memory. When you are outside or inside, you have the 3D dimension. And you have the visual memory, which is, of course, television and social media. You see, when you see me here, on top of what you hear from me, you have the visual memory of who I am. And that every memory doesn't work alone. They work all together. We call it associative memory. And this is very important to keep that intact. The problem is that starting at the age of 25, neurologic connection, which is the basic of the memory, it's like the connection between the nerves, begin to decrease. You know, the information has to go to the brain. For that, you have to go from nerve to nerve, and there is a bridge between two nerves. We call it connection. And here you have neurotransmitter, which is connecting and transmitting the information. So it's become to decrease very, very early. We don't notice it because we think that we remember everything. In fact, we remember everything at the age of 18, 19. This is why we are so good when we learn, because we can learn. I remember my kids was learning a new language within a month. It took me years to understand English. You see, the brain began to decrease by 2% every 10 years. I repeat, 2% every 10 years, our brain is decreasing in volume and in efficiency. So we have to do something to stop that. You see, and this is what the most important, processing information, because you send gross information to the brain, to the cortex, and at the end of the cortex, here, everything is processed. It's become understandable for you. But in order to do that, we must have a lot of computer connection. A lot means billions of connection. And this is this processing information, which is really, really reduced with the age, unfortunately. So memory is what makes up who we are now and who we will become in the future. is the most precious asset for us, memory. Memories is everything, intellectually and spiritually. If we don't remember, we are lost. And you know that lost of memory make a lot of movies, you know, people who doesn't, they are lost if they forget whatever happened yesterday. Okay, if we lose our ability to remember, we cannot recall the events of our life, as well as record new events. So, and especially today, when the speed of life makes us that we have to have the optimal memory for our business, for, to show our efficiency, we have to stick on good memory, and mind is a good product for that. So mind is what? Is a combination of 3 simple but sophisticated ingredients. The first one is called CERA-Q, which is a commercial name of a new, powerful protein blend, which is exclusive to Jeunesse. Mind has been clinically evaluated to support memory accuracy and recollection. Now, L-Theanine, or L-Theanine, I don't know how to pronounce it in English, is an amino acid, which, you know what is an amino acid, is a basic single part of protein, clinically shown to reduce mental distraction by supporting a calm state of mind without causing drowsiness. And the last one is again amino acid, and I don't know how to pronounce it. It's N-acetyl or acetyl L-tyrosine. It's an additional amino acid included to support mind. Let's start by the most important ingredient because it's a unique one. You know, this ingredient, in fact, is extracted from the cocoon of the silkworm. And this is very unusual, you know, but Korean, for instance, have been used for thousands of years. They have used this kind of ingredient, you know. And we find that there are protein inside which are supporting memory, which is increasing our memory. And we extract this hydrolyzed protein and we find out it was very good for memory, you know. And the company who discovered CERA-Q did a lot of placebo control group, double-blind, statistically significant size of groups in order to be validated. And the protocol has been also validated by university. You know, for instance, give you just one of the tests which was being used is what we call the memory recall efficiency testing, which they give you 15 unrelated words, and then they recall as many as they can, and then 20 minutes later, participants are asked to recall as many as she can. After that, participants are presenting 50 words and asking to identify the 15 unrelated words. Test repeated after 3 weeks, and what they see, look, this is absolutely significant compared to a placebo, which didn't have that. With 200 milligrams of CERA-Q, there is a fantastic increase with 400 milligrams also. You see, same one with what we call the digital sample test. With CERA-Q at 200 and 400 milligrams, we have a better results. And again, for this one, another test. You see, they have plenty of scores of good tests who have proven that this product is factually, scientifically proven to be effective to help memory. So that's CERA-Q. The second one is called L-Theanine, which is an amino acid, like I said. And the good thing is that it promotes a calm state of mind. Hey, go down, see? And it's also clinically studied by a lot of clinical trials. and it reduces mental distraction. What means mental distraction? Means you listen to somebody and suddenly in your head you have something else coming which have nothing to do with the people who are you are listening to. And this is distraction, means somebody who goes in the street, you look at him and then you lost the conversation with the person. And that's, you're mad after yourself. And even the person in front of you will say, hey, what's going on? This guy is not listening to me. Because he sees that in your eyes, that you have been distracted by something else. But unfortunately, you cannot do that. You cannot do something else because this is how your mind works. So yes, this ingredient will help you to reduce all this distraction and think clearly, things clearly. So one packet of mine will provide 50 milligrams of L-Theanine. The last one, which is L-Tyrosine. L-tyrosine is an extremely good neurotransmitter. It's also an amino acid, which it's important for all the brain hormones which are working, which is epinephrine, norepinephrine, dopamine, and serotonin. Everybody knows about serotonin, which is the hormone of the mood. And by the way, serotonin and dopamine are manufactured by the guts and sent to the brain. But in order to modulate the expression of those hormones, we need, and this is very good to have the L-tyrosine, which is a natural amino acid that we have in our body, but we give a little more in this product. One packet of mine contains 150 milligrams of L-tyrosine. I think you have everything to understand now how important to take this product. One packet a day is enough. You can take 2 packets if you wish. Preferably during the evening, it's better because then you have a calm state of mind for the night. I hope that I give you all the information to wrap up, mind maintenance, support memory efficiency, memory recollection, memory accuracy, and memorization ability. This is a new and very good product that I suggest you to take every day for your quality of life. My name is William AMZALLAG and I am Generation Young. See you next time. I will be always happy to talk with people which are on the other side of the world. Thank you.
Thank you, William, and thank you for taking us through that. We have had a lot of comments coming through. There's a lot of excitement around this product. So, William, I am just going to test everyone to see how well they were listening to you. So we are going to give away a free box of Mind to comment number 4 below and comment number 11 below. But what you need to tell me is what is the percentage of your memory that you will lose every 10 years? So go, comment below, guys. Comment number 4 and comment number 11. Okay, we'll let them comment away there. Thank you very much again for that, William. It was great to have you with us. Now, one of the main questions I know we're going to get with the launch of Mind is it available? I can verify that yes, it is available and individual boxes are in your back office right now. On the 1st of May, which is only a couple of days away, we will be switching live our event packs, which are jam-packed with Mind and a lot of the other Jeunesse products that support Mind. So we will be communicating all of those packs out very, very shortly. So stay tuned for those emails. Now, the great thing about a product launch in your business is you can reach out to those customers and contacts that may not have been interested in other Jeunesse products or other Jeunesse categories. Now, to take you through that today is Double Diamond LYNDON BIERNOFF. He has certainly been involved in a lot of product launches in his time in this industry. So over to you, Lyndon.
Thanks, Rachel. It's fantastic to be here on the Zoom, and William AMZALLAG, what an absolute inspiration. I get a chance to travel with William often around the world, and for someone who is almost 80 years of age, he certainly is Generation Young for sure. You know, I think that's one of the exciting things with Jeunesse is that, you know, our whole theme of Generation Young is important because we all want to age gracefully, but we all want to be all there when we get there. We want to be able to be fully functioning, fit and healthy and a good memory. And wow, this product certainly fits in to our youth enhancement system because, as William said, there's really nothing much more important than memory. And for me, that kind of really hits close to home because I have a mum who's in an aged care facility and she's lost her memory and there's nothing worse. It is so sad to be in a situation like that. So guys, when we think about 2020, this is the year that people are experiencing more stress than ever before. It has been a tough year for everyone. And besides the stresses, you know, in 2020, greater than any previous year, there is such a level of information overload, the things that you have to remember. I mean, even just think of some of your banking passwords and account passwords. It seems that every second or third year, you've got to add, you know, more letters and numbers and characters and capitals, you know, to these passwords, and just remembering them all is a challenge in itself. And so to have a product like this that helps to enhance your memory, something that's so valuable to be fully functional in the modern society of 2020 is really absolutely awesome. And I think that Jeunesse is such an amazing company with bringing hero products, wow factor products to market. With our size of platform, 150 countries all around the world, we're able to attract some of these incredible products. So when you think about the protein from silkworm cocoons and having exclusivity to this ingredient in our Mind product, it really is fantastic. So we do have an incredible wow factor product. It is something that is incredibly unique. So if you think about when you're talking to people, one of the key parts of marketing is point of difference, being able to have a conversation with people about something that's interesting and different and relevant. And I don't think there's too many people that would say to you, look, you know, my memory is actually functioning too well. I don't need to remember things any better than what I am right now. Or anyone saying, well, you know what, I'm not stressed. You know, I don't need to reduce, you know, my level of stress. Or anyone that says that my attention span is A1, I don't need to improve my attention span. This is really a product that anyone can benefit from. At the moment, we have so many people working from home, so many people looking to master new technology, so many students, both from primary school, high school, universities that are studying from home. This product has so much relevance in 2020 more than any other time. So guys, it's important to understand the point of difference with this product. There are very few products out there in the marketplace that can clinically say they can improve your mental acuity, that can aid in concentration. We have an amazing product. It tastes fantastic. It's an incredible packaging, just like we're used to with reserves. So easy to take with someone, stick it in your pocket. The way that it's consumed is certainly very, very palatable and easy for people to get into the habit. So what are you going to do to market this really well? Well, what I would suggest is that every time you have a new product that comes out in Jeunesse, you need to go back and renew your list. Being a network marketer is all about sharing information and stories to new people as often as you can. So I would create a new list. Think about putting together a list of people that you know are attracted to incredible quality, high caliber products, people that are involved in the network marketing industry, but also people that you think of that are really going to benefit from having a better functioning memory, mind, less stress. So it's time to create a new list. But secondly, it's time to go back and go over your previous list. You know, one of the challenges in network marketing is understanding the concept of there's fortune in the follow-up. All too often we enroll people and we sometimes forget about them. We sometimes don't keep as close a contact as we would like to. So I would go back over all of your distributors and contacts that you've dealt with before, whether they're in your business, whether they're just a customer, or whether they were prospected unsuccessfully in the past. Go back and talk to all of them and share with them about this incredible new product. This might be the product that really presses their buttons. And lastly, always make sure that you seek referrals. From every person you talk to, new contacts, existing contacts, always be looking for referrals. Who do you know that will benefit from better mental acuity, less stress, greater levels of concentration? You're always going to get referrals when you ask questions like that. And remember that today, especially in 2020, it's time to master the digital world. William AMZALLAG there did an incredible presentation, lots of information, but not too much. It doesn't go for too long. And to be able to share that presentation with prospects is very valuable. But maybe put together some of your own information, a video or two, get out there on social media, on the digital networks, and share about this incredible product and see what interest that you can generate. You know, so for me, Jeunesse has basically done it again. Here they have released another cutting-edge wow factor product into the Australasian market, Australia and New Zealand. And I know that I'm always a bit frustrated that I can never bring back with me enough mine from overseas to last until I travel again. It is one of my favorite products. I know whenever I'm presenting on stage, if I have mine beforehand, I always do a better, more polished job. It aids with that memory recall and sharpness. So this will be something that I'll be using every day when we have it here in the Aussie market. So I want to again thank William AMZALLAG. He for me is such an incredible inspiration to be traveling like a warrior at almost 80 years of age, loving what he does, always excited when he talks to Jeunesse distributors. And I want to also say a big thank you to Rachel McVinish, the best general manager in the world. What a great job she's done to bring this to the Aussie and New Zealand market. So thanks for Rachel, and thank you everyone out there in the Jeunesse world.
Thank you, Lyndon. And, you know, some great points there. I love the point, fortune is always in the follow-up. It is so critical and key, but it is one that a lot of people forget. So, you know, thank you, William. Thank you, Lyndon. I appreciate you guys beyond words for being with us today to launch this. You know, the Generation Young philosophy, William mentioned it. You know, we have products to make you look young. We have products to make you feel young. And now we have products to make you think young. And in William's words, we are Generation Young. I hope you've enjoyed today, guys. Thank you once again for being with us, William and Lyndon.
Thanks, Rachel.